there is nothing nerdier than playing D&D. Like, if you want to make a movie portraying a bunch of nerds, you're probably going to have him play D&D.
So you see him throw the mug at you. You remember that this is probably because of that time when you were fighting the owlbears outside and you kicked out his knees.
But I think that stigma is slowly changing. We're starting to see that people are more open to the idea of role-playing as an extension of a creative outlet, and people seeing it as what it is. It's a chance for people to explore humanity and reality and get the chance to escape their lives.
I was about to try and calm him down.
No, you were. It wasn't gonna work. Not again.
All right.
I think the story component of Dungeons & Dragons actually is what really intrigued me. The idea that not only did you have one person, the game master, the dungeon master, telling and weaving this grand story of their own creation, but they got to take other people along with that. And even though you were in someone else's story, you got to make it your own if you were playing. And so that aspect of it really appealed to me. I've always loved high fantasy tales, Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. And so it's the chance to be a part of one or to make one of my own. And it's all the fun of it.
You go to catch the glass and it just smashes you full of the face.
The biggest and most difficult part of the game is the role-playing part. It's really easy for people to play themselves, to play someone exactly like them, and it's really easy for them to just act like themselves. But the purpose of role-playing games is to immerse yourself in a different character, is to take these attributes that maybe you like or maybe you don't, maybe you're just trying to challenge yourself, and putting them together in a way that you get this really fleshed out character and then making them come to life. It's like acting for people that want to actually enjoy it.
I have been gathering information and I have heard rumors of Rakasha in the nearby areas.
I've been playing D&D for a long time, which means at this point, playing characters similar to myself can sometimes feel boring. So I'm trying to play more and more characters that challenge my way of thinking, and thus that allows me to try to explore other viewpoints and work through ideals that maybe I don't call my own. On average though, my average character does, every character has a little part of you in them because you created them, you made them to represent who you'd be if you were a hero, if you were to be the villain, if you wanted to be the protagonist of the story. So I think it's really easy to get yourself to come through in a character, but it's even more impressive to get someone else to come through. About 5 years ago, I was playing with a couple friends. We were doing a campaign based on like pirates. So there was a lot of high seas adventuring and plundering and looting, and we ended up becoming stranded on this island. Our ship was stolen from us and we were trying to survive, searching for food. And it very quickly felt very Lord of the Flies-esque. We started having this moment where our characters were kind of at each other's throats. We were fighting for resources, and these people that we had fought alongside with, we began to kind of turn on. And in that moment, I realized how deep we had gotten into the game. We hadn't acted as ourselves for hours at that point. We had just been our characters, and we'd basically kind of become lost in our own heads. And it was this moment where I really pulled back and was like, wow, what just happened? And there was a lot of emotions getting raised up and tempers were being ignited, and it was very strong. And to me, that probably marked the moment when I realized how deep of an emotional connection D&D can provide. Because yeah, it gives you this creative outlet, but like anybody that has a creative outlet through art, you end up connecting to it. And so that's the moment that I realized that connection is so strong. We all have that desire to act weirdly or act differently, and D&D makes it acceptable. It makes it socially acceptable when you're in a group that supports that. You can have men playing female characters or women playing male characters. It gives everyone the opportunity and the socially justified community in which to explore what it's like to be someone else in whatever way that means. And swords are pretty cool, so there's always that.